जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Sri Nitai Gauranga ki Jai, Sri Lakshmi Narasimhadev Anantadev ki Jai, Sri Srinivasa Govinda ki Jai, Sri Sri Krishna Balaram ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 10, text 41. Please repeat. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Srimad Urjitameva va. Srimad Urjitameva va. Tattad eva vagachatvam. Tattad eva vagachatvam. Mama tejomsya sambhavam. Mama tejomsya sambhavam. Anyone like to chant? Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Srimad urjitameva va. Tattad eva vagachatvam. Mama tejomsya sambhavam. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Srimad urjitameva va. Tattad eva vagachatvam. Mama tejomsya sambhavam. Anyone else? Okay. Word to word meanings. Please repeat. Yat yat. Whatever. Vibhuti. Opulences. Mat. Having. Sattvam. Existence. Srimad. Beautiful. Urjitam. Glorious. Eva. Certainly. Va. Or. Tattat. All those. Eva. Certainly. Avagacha. You must know. Tvam. You. Mama. My. Tejaha. Splendor. Amcha. Partly. Sambhavam. Born of. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Know that all beautiful, glorious and mighty creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Please repeat. Know that all beautiful, glorious and mighty creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence, whether it be in the spiritual or material world. Anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So Krishna here says, Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam Srimad urjitam eva va. Tattad eva avagachatvam Mama tejomsha sambhavam. So what it means is, yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam. Yad yad whatever. Vibhuti mat sattvam. Vibhuti means opulences, grand things. So any vibhuti mat sattvam or any grand things that we find, splendorous things, attractive things we find. Yat yat, whatever we find in this world. Sattvam means that exist. So yad yad vibhutimat sattvam, Srimad urjitam. Srimad means beauty. Opulent again. Shri means Lakshmi Devi, opulence. So like that, anything which is opulent, grand, splendorous, Srimad urjitam, glorious, that we find in this world, vibhutimat sattvam, tattad, all that, tattad eva avagachyatvam, you should understand, mama tejaha amshaha sambhavam. Who is speaking here? Krishna is speaking. So Krishna says, whatever you find in this world which is glorious, splendorous, opulent, magnificent, all of that is nothing but mama tejaha amshaha. It is, amsha means a spark, a part. It's a part or a spark of my splendor. So anything you find beautiful, attractive in this world, it doesn't matter, Prabhupada says, it doesn't matter spiritual or material world. So people find some qualities in some people extraordinary, and people love them for that. People like to idolize leaders, politicians, film stars, sports stars, because they find some attractive thing in them, either beauty or their character or their action or their purpose, their purity, whatever you call. And people flock and people love to admire them. That nature is there to idolize and follow somebody. Originally we all followed Krishna. But in this world, we come and we cannot throw away that propensity to follow. So we idolize somebody and follow because they represent a splendor of Krishna. So anytime you see a magnificent thing in this world, oh, what a great thing of beauty. Like you see a beautiful rainbow, or people go to these natural places, Yosemite or whatever. It's all coming from Krishna. How wonderful Krishna must be. So that's the idea of Bhagavad Gita, that whatever you find in this world, you should trace it back to the Creator. So people nowadays, they're all after things, isn't it? People look at beautiful iPhones being created, smartphones, the tablets, the beautiful buildings. But rarely do we think, oh, what must be the mind, how intelligent this creator must have been, this architect must have been. We only see the architecture of the building, how nicely they constructed. But rarely do we think, how brilliant this architect must have been. How brilliant the mind of this creator of the smartphone must have been. That is true appreciation. Because unless that person is there, this cannot be originated. Similarly, you see all the wonderful things we take for granted. This body, for example. How wonderfully it is working. You cause some damage, injury on the body, it will heal by itself. The skin will form, things start to heal. Where is that machine which self-heals? Nobody has ever created. There are thousands of engineers maintaining a product. The moment there is a problem in the product, they all have to come and fix. The product doesn't heal by itself, isn't it? This body, this yantra, is such a beautiful yantra that it can heal by itself. In fact, the vaccinations that are given, if you think the vaccinations are the one killing these germs and viruses, you are incorrect. The vaccination is helping the body antibodies to become alert and be ready for killing these viruses, because the body has that capability. You see any aspect of this body, each cell is so intricate. It's like a big city working. one famous scientist, he said, to create this kind of a brain that the human beings have, it requires billions of dollars and a machinery and the industry of thousands of square footage in size. Probably a mini city is required to create or emulate the functionality of brain with megawatts of power. And the human brain does it in probably 20 watts or 40 watts of power. Just imagine the intelligence of the creator. The amount of neurons that are present in the body, you attach, it'll form miles and miles, thousands of miles. And all of that is intricately constructed within the body, which doesn't entangle even. So we try to wind up a piece of wire, which is hardly few meters in length. How much entangling it will be. See the beauty of the creator. So this is what Bhagavad Gita is asking. If you see a beautiful thing, and you should see anything you see in this nature, you should appreciate the nature, and you should appreciate the creator of that, which is Krishna. So Bhagavad Gita is asking all of us to become Krishna conscious. So I saw one video somebody sent. So there was this small girl. They were in a zoo or something. She was watching this big lion, and she turned back. So the girl is facing now the parents or somebody, whoever is shooting the video. And this lion saw that from a distance, this girl is there. And the lion started to run towards the girl. And it's all plain. The lion is attacking, coming towards this girl, and the girl is not aware that the lion is coming. And the lion came like almost this close. And the girl is completely unaware that the lion was there. And suddenly, the lion hit upon the glass wall and fell back. There is this glass wall, which is a blockage between the viewers and the animals. The lion thought this girl was there in its plain sight, available to be picked up. And it started to run and hit upon this glass and fell. And then the girl turned back and saw that the lion fell. So, likewise, sometimes just imagine, we see something very attractive, like how the kids, they see somebody they like, or these dogs, when the master comes back from a long absence, they run, and suddenly if you realize that there is a wall and you hit and fall back, how awkward that feeling is. So likewise it is said that we are all just like this lion running towards that prey or that attractive thing. We are all running to get it. But we don't realize that there is this glass wall that is separating us. Even though the attractive object is there within our access, or so it seems. But the moment we seem to get it very close, it seems far, far away. We cannot get it. So this is the typical feature of this material world, which is said to be illusory. Why everybody is working so hard? We are all working hard, right? To enjoy our senses. Everybody wants to get that highest amount of sense gratificatory enjoyment. But little do we realize that this is also like that lion trying to attack that prey and falling down. This is illusory world. Like how they say this example of a donkey. This master of the donkey puts this carrot and always hung at the same distance. The donkey thinks it's getting closer to that carrot. Oh, now I'll get. This master is luring it. Oh, here you go, the carrot. And it'll never get closer. But it thinks, oh, I can have a beautiful life, enjoyment with carrot. So this is the nature of this illusory world. Or this animal running towards this mirage. This mirage is there. The animal is dying of thirst in the desert, and it finds this mirage. It thinks it to be water. It starts to run, and eventually it meets its death. So the Shastra is saying that actually the sense gratification, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yahi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate. What we are working so hard for our sense gratification, it's actually leading to distress. If you observe carefully before we eat prasadam, today you should observe, we chant a prayer, Mahaprasada prayers. So there it is said, Sharira avidya jal jodendriya tahe kal. This Sharira is avidya jal, is a network of illusion or ignorance. And these indriyas are dragging us to kal or death. How it is, people think we are enjoying senses, how it is going to be distress. Why does Bhagavad Gita call samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya? This sense gratification eventually leads to distress. The scriptures quote some examples, like how this moth, the moth, the eyes are very attractive for this moth. Whatever it finds attractive, it runs towards it, especially the light, the fire. Wherever there is fire, the moth runs towards it. Little does it know that it's going to meet its death. By getting lured in the anticipation of enjoying its senses, it's actually dashing into its death. Similarly, this elephant, you know how they capture these elephants in the forest? Anybody? They dig holes, they dig ditches, right? But the elephant doesn't go and fall into the ditch by itself. And for it to be led towards that ditch, what do? They cover it up, obviously. Sugarcane, they keep all those things. But if the elephant is far, far away from that, how will they lead the elephant all the way to that? Yes. They lure that male elephant with a female elephant. So this male elephant is so much after the skin, enjoyment of skin. Just like the moth is so much after enjoyment of its vision, it doesn't even think that it is running towards its death. This male elephant also runs behind this female elephant for enjoyment of sense gratification, and it falls and gets caught. Similarly, it is said that this honey bee is so attracted by the smell. It goes to this lotus. And this lotus, in the evening, when the sun sets, it closes. And this bee is trapped. But it cannot go out because it continues to be enamored by that smell. So much enamored by that smell without realizing it's going to die. Apparently, this bee has ability to drill a hole into a strong piece of wood. It can if it wants. It can come out of the bee. It can come out of that lotus that is closed. But because it's so much enamored by this sense of smell, it won't come out and it dies. This deer, what is it attracted to? Huh? Headlights? The modern deer, yes. They say that this rabbit, whenever it faces danger, it just closes its eyes. Like there is a car in front. Huh? Yeah, it acts like it's. So one of this, my professor in my college, he used to say, he's an operating system professor if you are a computer science student. So there is a concept called deadlocks. If you are technical, you'll know what is deadlock. So all the processors are vying for some resource and none of them are having it, so they are all deadlocked. They cannot run. So how do you get rid of deadlocks? So he was proposing some methods. Method 1, use this mutexes, semaphores, whatever. Method 2 is this. And there is a third method. What is that? He said, stick your head in the sand and assume nothing happened. That means you just reboot the system. End of it. So it's like that. Anyway, this deer, according to our scriptures, or even if you observe, it is attracted by the sound. This hunter, it seems, he plays beautiful flute or some music by which the deer becomes captivated. And this hunter shoots his arrow, and he kills or captures this deer. So the other example, classic example we all know, people fond of doing all the time, especially in US, in many other places, they go for fishing. So what do they put for the fish to come? The bait. From time immemorial, many fishes, millions of fishes have been caught with bait. And the fish also see their neighboring fish getting caught. But still, they cannot stop themselves to the attraction of this bait. So we were dealing with one, we had to catch this rat that was not caught. So we called one guy. He came buying some candy or some chocolate, payday. It's called payday. I saw it's like 400 calories or something. It's rich with peanut butter and very alluring. And he said, just a little piece, it'll come. So that's what he put. And he said that's what works for these rats. So the point is, these animals, one sense is very, very captivating. But human beings, all the senses we are misusing. We are being attracted by everywhere. Like Prahlad Maharaj says, Jihvai katochyuta vikarshyati ma vitrupta Shishnonyatastvagudharam shravanam kutaschit Granonyatascha paladrikvacha karma shaktir Bahvyah sapatnya iva geha patim lunanti. So he says, my tongue is getting attracted to all kinds of food. My genitals are getting attracted to union with my partner. My ears are always eager to hear nice cinema music. So like that, all the senses, bahvyaha sapatnya iva geha patim, like many, many wives of a husband. The husband goes home, and if he is married to many wives, they're all pulling him in different directions. It's like that. It's the illusory nature of this world. So the question comes, so if this is really illusory, it's dragging us to death. Why did Krishna create this illusory world? Why did Krishna make it so attractive, so we become attracted by this and forget him? That's a good question. Why Krishna made like this? What is the answer? Huh? Because we have desires, so Krishna created some attractive things so you can satisfy your desire, okay? Anyone else? Yeah? So when we overcome these attractions, so Krishna creates this so that it can be used as a test, so we can overcome and then. Okay, very, very interesting observation. Good. For devotees, definitely that's the case. So I was thinking, my personal realization, one time we took these kids to this animation movie from the temple. Some of the parents together we went. So we carpooled and only some parents volunteered, and the kids were all watching the movie. And what I was doing, I got so bored. Obviously we are like adults grown up, right? We don't like these small toys or small kiddish movies, animation. Maybe some of you do, but I never liked them. So I was starting to open this phone and checking my emails and reading something, doing something, because we are not attracted by those, isn't it? So people are attracted according to their taste. The kids are attracted to this kind of things. We are never attracted to the toy shop, isn't it? But you take the kid, he will spend the whole day in the toy shop. So sometimes we play this. When I was a child, my dad used to play this old movies, old music. And I used to say, what? How do you hear this kind of music? And my dad would say, you don't understand. This is like old is gold. All this kind of new things is not like the real stuff. That is the real stuff. So you find a nature of attraction for certain kind of people. So likewise, when we come to temple and when we chant and dance, we always chant in the morning, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So how many are getting attracted to that? People find attraction in all kinds of things. Music, movies, cricket, parties. But people are not attracted to the real thing. The acharyas are saying the real nectar is there. Yadavadhi mama chetaha Krishna padara vindayor Navanavara sadhamani udyatam rantumasit. It is said that Krishna consciousness, there is ever new bliss, every moment to be had. The name of Krishna, Krishneti Varnadvayi. It's so much nectar, these two syllables, Rupa Goswami says. These two syllables, Krishna, so much nectar it has produced that when I chant, I seek to have what just one tongue is not enough. I seek to have millions of tongues. Tunde tandavini ratim vitanute tundavali labdhaye. What about 2 ear holes? When I hear this holy name, Krishna, with my ear holes, 2 ear holes are not enough. Karna kroda kadambini ghatayate karnam brudebhya spruham. When it enters my consciousness, it captivates me completely. So how much nectar these two words, Krishneti Varnadvayi. So that is the kind of nectar is there for people who aspire to have it. If you just focus on hearing the holy name, shutting out all other kinds of sense gratificatory attachments, attractions. That is why we call it as meditation, mantra meditation. Otherwise, you'll be attracted, but in the end, it will cause to misery. Like Duryodhana, they say that the root cause of the war was this particular incident. What was that incident? He entered this assembly, which is called Maya Sabha, this house, this attractive house. It appeared like a ordinary floor, very attractive, decorative floor, and he stepped onto it, but it's actually water. He fell into the water. But little do we realize Maya is doing it at every moment to us.